Night of the Living podcast is always ad-free for patrons at patreon.com/NOTLP.
Welcome to Night of the Living podcast. I'm Freddy. There's Amy.
Hey.
And Andy.
Hey.
And we're celebrating Canon still. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't been keeping up,
Canon Film Studio.
Canon Films, yeah.
Not just canons in general.
Right. Movies with cannons in them.
Like Canon and D. We're celebrating that. Canon Films.
Diane Cannon.
We kicked things off with Cobra. Then we got into Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. Mm-hmm. We went from an action movie to a dancing movie, and now we have Rockula, which is kind of
it's its
like
own
a dancing
thing.
movie too.
It's not like a dancing movie. It's more
It's a
like
musical.
a music
Yeah, kind of a musical
movie.
So we'll get into that. This was Amy's pick.
Mm-hmm.
We'd broken in. This is where Canon was in the 90s finally.
Yeah.
So,
But still permanently planted in the 80s.
yeah, it still felt like, yeah, it had 80s
They
on
were
it.
scripts they dusted off from the 80s.
Definitely.
Because this was 91, so,
Precisely.
you know.
So, yeah, Twilight Zone zoned out. If you're a fan of Twilight Zone, check out our spinoff.
Yeah, what's been going on? What you've been talking about lately?
Oh my God.
You have a new host.
We have
That's been joining you.
Matt Hoffman has been joining us, and it's been great to reconnect because we had talked about years ago doing a Twilight Zone podcast together, and we've been doing that. And so the three of us have done 4 episodes together so far. So those, I think, a couple of those have already posted, but we just recorded our season 1 wrap up, where we reviewed the entire first season and how we thought, what our top 3s were and everything, but that's not going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're just getting into the Twilight Zone really in great detail, and it's been educational and fun and very rewarding.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You turned me off when you said educational.
That makes sense.
I don't wanna-
Rewarding.
But we're behind on Topicana, I realized, because I had rescheduled something, blah, blah, blah.
The reason you haven't had a new Topicana in a while, and again, this is only for patrons that are listening. So, Freddie, you're...
Patreon.com/NOTLP. Our supporters, that's how we keep the show going.
And that's where Topicana lives.
90% of what keeps the show alive.
Which is our bonus content.
Yep.
4th of July happened, and then Freddie's schedule zoned out on the night we would have. So we just, it's Freddie's fault.
So it's coming back.
And it's America's fault.
Yeah, and there's no topics out there anyway.
No more topics.
And if you like what we do here, we also post Origins, which are old episodes. We're in 2013 right now. So there are at least 5 years of, or no, more than that. 2006, 2013 is on our Patreon with commentary. So if
there you
you
go.
like this, check that out.
Check it out.
And ad-free versions of this show and Zoned Out.
Do you know what there's a very slim chance of?
What's that?
The lady we bought my mother's burial plot from might be listening.
Oh, hello. if
She
you are.
wrote down, my mom was so proud of what we do here.
Oh, I hope she likes it and takes the plot away from... I hope she likes it and she hates it. She might take the plot away from your mom.
Right.
She'll take the plot away?
Yeah.
But my mom told her the name and she wrote it down. So like there's a real chance of that. And it's like, hi, Amy. Her name was also Amy.
Yeah.
Thanks for being so great about helping me buy my mother's burial plot.
Yeah, how'd you feel about all that?
How did I feel about all that? That's some dark shit.
Yeah.
But it's nice that it's done.
You guys had bought your plots years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you're much more prepared than she is.
It's like a fact of life, right? We're all going to die. To have it planned out and to have it done is really nice to have that taken care of. However, having to do that with your mother.
It's not fun when you do it for someone else.
Yeah.
When you do it for yourself,
You're having a great time.
you're like, I don't need to be around for any of this shit, but I'm glad that I know that you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a very grown up conversation.
Very grown
Well,
up.
she's achieved the American dream to owning some land. And they
We
can,
own land.
They can live on.
Yeah.
It
for
comes with a
eternity.
deed.
It's true. Amy and I are sharing a plot.
Yeah.
They'll let you do that in Ohio.
I want the top part.
Yeah.
You can have the bottom part.
Is that how they do it? They just bury you on top of one each other if you share a
We're
plot?
not getting buried. We're getting
Well,
cremated.
I know, but
bury
still,
our
like,
remains.
is somebody's urn going to go on the top and somebody's going on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's what we have to decide still.
I guess whoever goes first, right?
Probably would be at the bottom. If
Andy,
you're talking
since
about
you're going to
just-
outlive us, we'll let you know, and then you
Yeah.
can tell them.
you make sure.
And if anybody's listening for my wishes, just toss me into like the ocean or something.
Yeah.
Can't
I don't,
do that.
I don't.
That's an upgrade because I think one
I don't
time
know,
you said
it's
the
like-
garbage.
or just toss me in the air. I don't know. Do it whatever you want with my remains. I don't need
Is it illegal?
a headstone and a plot.
Is it illegal to be just tossed into the ocean if you're in international waters? There's no law there, right?
Right.
Or
That's
is
what
there
they
a
say.
maritime law that I'm not aware
Why
of?
is that illegal?
They tossed Osama bin Laden
It's
in.
really illegal to throw your remains in the ocean.
I have no idea.
You said so.
You can't just do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Did I? If I said anything, I
You
was
can't
kidding.
just like go to the beach like
fucking
off
idea.
the coast of Florida and just toss a dead body in.
now I'm talking about like ashes.
Oh, ashes. No, I
Yeah.
think you could do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not talking about like a whole body.
I thought you meant dead body. And I'm like, Andy, I can't just toss your dead body into the ocean.
Yeah, but don't you feel like how they enforce that? You know, when you come back and they're like,
You can't just like bring ashes and spread them on private property and shit like that.
Right. Well, it happens.
Or
at
even
Disney
public
World.
places because of public health concerns. Actually, you're probably not supposed to other than the water, but people do it anyway.
I don't know.
If you
much about
know,
that.
email us at crew@notlp.com and let
Or
us
Google
know
it.
what are the laws
Okay, here's my
where
wish.
you live.
Somebody take a hot air balloon, go really high,
Okay.
and scatter my ashes over the city.
The city of Cincinnati.
Is it legal to dump human remains in the ocean?
Okay, I found this on the web for is it
Siri-
legal to dump human remains in the ocean. Check it out.
No,
Check it out.
it is not legal.
She's
Yeah,
like,
I figured.
Fergie, check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
She got a little too excited about that
She's
part.
like, ooh, dead body questions.
She's been waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Or how about the FBI body field?
Oh yeah. The,
You know
the
what?
farm.
The body farm. I have
Yeah.
thought about that too. That would be kind of a cool way to.
Well, you know, you'd be outside all the time. There's something kind of nice about the idea of being just out in the open.
Yeah.
You know, kind of nice. Until
Well,
a
some
coyote
bodies
takes my
are like
lips.
inside a barrel outside.
Or those
or
you ever see those like the tree burial things and a tree can grow out of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are nice too.
that's pretty.
They put you in a biodegradable bag.
Can we feed my body to animals? Because I want to have some use of it.
I think that would create bloodthirsty animals.
no.
Then they would have a taste for human blood, and then we'd have to euthanize all those animals.
Yeah, we
If
can't.
television has taught me anything,
Because everything you see on television is true.
because it's all true.
We can't spoil them with the most delectable human meat. So
You just taste too good.
that's the problem. That's why it's illegal because you're too sweet.
Thank you.
You're gonna give that hog I'm just thinking it's pigs. You're gonna give that hog diabetes.
No, I want to choose the animal that I get fed to. Something cute.
With koalas,
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
they only eat eucalyptus.
it'd be cute if they like fought over part of
Yeah.
you too. With those little koala hands.
And they're like pulling at it and just split me
Yeah.
apart.
They only ate
koala
eucalyptus because
Yeah.
they've never had man meat. Long pig. They've never had that.
That's the only reason that they
the
can only
only
eat
reason.
eucalyptus.
Yeah, that's it. It's the only reason. Yeah. So that's what we do here. In case you're wondering.
Or knock on wood, if I die while the show's still on Patreon, I'm gonna send a little piece of my body to all the
Yeah,
patrons.
we can
Oh, there
send
you go.
that. I'm pretty sure that's totally legal to
Yeah.
send remains that
Is
way.
it legal to mail human? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to ask you that.
Just a
question.
little vial of Andy's ashes.
Okay, we can put you in a
Yeah.
vial.
Andy's Ashes. It's like a sequel to Angela's Ashes. It's still sad. It's less Irish.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
All right. Did we talk about it all?
I think that's all that's going on in our
Mention it
lives. Right now, it's just buying places to put our remains and stuff.
You get to a certain age,
Yeah. So
your friends start getting knee replacements, and you're picking out burial plots for your parents.
That's how it goes.
Fucking hell.
Turn out lights, it's the main attraction. Okay, I've got notes again.
Oh God.
I'm gonna try to get through them
Freddy
super
with his
fast.
fucking notes.
This movie, Rockula,
Rockula.
was released February 23rd, 1990. Directed by actor, producer,
90?
director. Yep. Luca Bercovici, who you might know for directing Ghoulies. And same writer, Jeff Levi, who wrote Ghoulies with him, also wrote this. Wrote, right, Andy? I put the air quotes up for Andy. Around wrote.
For the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because your feelings about the movie.
So here's the thing. It was shot, everything was shot in 1988 before it was released. So it is technically an 80s movie. It just got sat on. And then the problem was that they only sent it to a few theaters and it kind of disappeared. Then they put it on video in 90.
Yeah, this didn't need to be in theaters.
Yeah, nobody really knew it existed. So your cast, you have Ralph, who's a lovelorn, maybe teenage vampire, at least mentally. Dean Cameron from Ski School. He was Chainsaw in Summer School. If you've seen that, it's a
He was
great one.
also in that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, where they parodied the ski. There are two Ski School movies. He was in both of them. He has 98 credits though, so he's worked in all kinds of different TV and film, and he's legit. He played bass guitar in an LA band called the Thornbirds, and then they were also called the Ducks. But here's what's cool about that is two of those members formed Steel Panther with his brother-in-law,
Oh, Steel Panther.
and he directed their videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So Steel Panther's hilarious if you've never listened. Hair metal parody. Phoebe is Ralph's serial dating mom. This is Tony Basil at 47 years old, I should say.
She looked fabulous.
It's interesting because we talked about her last week about Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
Yeah, she did some awesome dances. Even if you didn't like the movie, like her dance numbers in this are really good. I think. I don't know. We'll see when we get into it with Andy. He knows more about that stuff than I do. The opening. Sorry. She's in two films that are in the National Film Registry, by the way. This is Tony Basil. Easy Rider and 5 Easy Pieces.
And Rockula is not in it?
We're not inducting
And
Rockula.
And not Rockula?
Not Rockula. It wasn't in there. It's not culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Rockula's none of those things.
God, not even a little bit.
Then you have Stanley. This is Mona's manager and her ex-boyfriend, and he owns a mortuary. And this is Thomas Dolby, who did that song. She blinded me with science.
There's some like cred to this movie with its cast,
Yeah, definitely. He actually,
which is hilarious to me.
Thomas Dolby. Without him, we wouldn't have ringtones, like musical ringtones.
Right.
He created that technology with other people. Mona, this is Ralph's reincarnated lover and the local singer he meets at the club. This is the middle of Tawny Fair Ellis's career. She only had 12 credits and it didn't really go anywhere, but in the movie she has a really cool guitar. That's called a Casio Digital Model DG20.
Dude, he was so obsessed with figuring out what this fucking guitar she had was.
It's such a weird
In this
guitar.
scene where it's there for like a minute and then that's it.
It looked like the Cybertruck of guitars.
It did.
Yeah.
It was like,
Very boxy.
yeah,
Like
plastic.
gray or black. It was the future of the past type thing.
Yeah, you can still find them too. Like for like $300, $400, you can get one, and it plays like a keyboard, like a synthesizer with strings. It's really strange. But anyways, I thought it was a noteworthy moment in the movie because
Was it a Casio?
It's a Casio.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
also the last Tawny.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
And
not a name you see anymore, if ever.
There were only the two.
It is her and Tawny Katane.
And she puts an apostrophe at her middle Ferré. So I just think of
Oh, like the little accent mark?
Yeah, the little chocolates, I don't know. Chuck the bartender, Susan Terrell, who is fucking great. She worked with John Waters a lot. She was in Crybaby. She was Ramona Ricketts. And if you ever seen Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker, she's really fucking nuts in that. It's fun. And she's the DJ in this movie in Rockula's Rapula band. If you don't, need to keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm sorry, Andy, go
I
ahead.
think it was pretty obvious it was her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like keep your eyes peeled. It's like a Easter egg. Like I think it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely her. What about Bo Diddley? Did you recognize him and they put him in that fucking Bumblebee costume?
I assumed. I mean, yeah, because it was the three guys the people at the bar that formed the band. I didn't know it wasn't like a big secret. It was them.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they're like, it's funny that they are hanging out in the club and then they're in the big the big musical number. I don't know. It struck me as kind of just goofy. And that's it. Other than the cinematographer, John Schwartzman. He's Jason Schwartzman's half brother.
I was wondering if there was a relation there.
Yep. And so he went on to get Academy Award nominations for some of his work.
He's part of the Coppola family then.
Yep. Yeah. So he's done some good work. I mean, I don't know if the cinematography struck you at all.
No, it's good that he worked he like did little stuff and worked his way up.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, he's not like a nepo baby where like he just jumped into like this big project.
Yeah, because Rockula is certainly near the bottom, right? I mean, I don't hate this movie the way you might hate it. I just kind of it's more of a case of like, whoa.
Okay, hate is a strong word because I kind of gave you guys that impression with my reaction when I came in the house.
I believe you laughed about its existence for 15 minutes.
It is just a baffling movie.
Yeah, exactly.
The stuff they put on screen and people thought this was a good idea.
Yeah.
And they showed this to people.
They thought it was a movie. They made a movie and not just a giant music video.
Like a lot of movies in the 80s, the question is, who is this for?
Mm-hmm.
And this is especially, I asked that question a lot during this movie.
Yeah, you're like, I feel like it's for teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the romantic stuff, wouldn't really appeal to anybody. It wouldn't appeal to like teenagers or anything like that.
Oh,
or this,
I don't know.
Or like the legend of this vampire that needs to save this woman over and over again.
Right. If I was like 13 when this came out or something around there.
Yeah, the idea I think would be over the heads of a lot of teenagers.
Well, if I'd seen it then, I probably would remember it fondly, honestly. But like, but as an adult,
but that's nostalgia playing a part of it.
It would be, but also what you're saying you don't think it would connect with teenagers, but like I do think 80s teens were more naive, and if it had come out on time, maybe it might have made a difference instead of sitting for a couple of years.
It's very fitting because I think the 80s were a very naive and sincere time.
Yeah, and it's kind of tack. You get away with some kind of the tackier elements of this back then. I think, like bringing in that the big bald guy who's like a pro wrestler looking. He's one of the men that the mom is dating.
It's like it was like her from Moyer.
Tony Basil.
Yeah. Tony Basil's dating this big wrestler looking dude. He was also in Over the Top. There's another Cannon movie, but it's just one of those things like you wouldn't even see anyone nowadays. No one would cast a guy like that even in a comedy probably. Or a musical. They would want somebody who's way more polished than that guy. Like we just kind of would be like back then. You're like, oh, it's a big dumb guy. That's enough. He fills the role as a big dumb strong guy.
But it just tonally, it just felt very very juvenile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this movie. But then also, I couldn't tell if it was truly being funny at times. I couldn't tell if they were sincerely making a joke or if I was just spotting a ridiculousness in the script.
It was like I think it was full tilt dumb and they knew
on
it was
purpose
dumb.
or
yes.
Because I feel like
the one that was
they
the most
went for it.
confusing for me was the whole music video, the music sequence in the homeless camp.
There's a lot of musical sequences.
The one in the homeless camp.
That were kind of baffling.
Yeah.
This one, it was like the love theme, the love ballad, as they're strolling amongst the homeless.
Yeah.
And the three homeless children that just are just scenery for the couple.
Yeah.
Those kids come back too. Did you notice like all the characters in each of the big numbers, they come back in different incarnations. Like those kids are cleaned up later.
So I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
What was are you making a joke that there's this very sincere love ballad being sung with the backdrop of Skid Row?
Yeah.
Or did you just think it would look cool? I couldn't tell.
It was a little both.
Because it wasn't good enough.
Because you know how they handled
tell.
Skid Row in Little Shop of Horrors, the musical.
Right.
But that fits the story though, because they're on Skid Row.
Well, it also fits the story because there was care taken for you to know exactly where those people live and what they're about. And then with these characters,
they just served as a backdrop.
Yeah. You don't in this. You don't really know. Like Rockula lives in a very big house, so he's okay. Like right, they have a big old fucking like near mansion looking Addams Family esque house. Do you ever? I can't remember. Do you ever see where Mona lives?
Just heard the door.
Just the door, and so you don't know. Like, but so yeah, it's like in Little Shop. They were right in it. Like if they had established that maybe she lived in that neighborhood or lived in one of those tents,
I just couldn't
It would
tell
have
if
been
they were
so much
trying
more
to be
effective.
funny.
But
Yeah.
before we get too far into the weeds, the plot of the movie is kind of ridiculous in it anyway.
I don't know. It's a very
classic
80s.
vampire plot.
It's a very 80s
It
plot,
is, but
too.
like the fact that there's all these specific things, like a Mona need to be killed by a ham bone.
Well, I think there they were being silly on purpose.
But it came
Yeah.
but it came across as stupid.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to
There's-
say. Is every time they were trying to be silly.
There's good stupid and there's bad stupid, and this was more of the bad stupid.
A pirate kills. So he meets this girl. He falls in love with this mortal woman, but before they can be together, her ex-boyfriend kills her with a ham bone.
over and over again.
And he's a pirate. So, and he was wearing sequins on his peg leg. So she always gets killed by a pirate with sequined peg leg with a ham bone
on Halloween.
On Halloween every 22 years.
And it's
And
like
he can't seem
yeah.
to. The vampire, our main character, wants to save her.
At
from
first,
this.
he doesn't want to do anything to do with her because he doesn't even want to go through it again.
But
the first
but
part.
fate just pulls him into it because he just walks into traffic and gets hit by Mona's car.
Mm-hmm.
So like he is unavoidable.
Yeah, he can't. There's nothing he can do to escape destiny.
I mean, I did like that part where he's like, this put upon vampire that's just tired of doing the same thing over and over again.
He's actually really good, I think.
No,
He's a good vampire. He doesn't
For what he
hurt
was given.
people.
no, everybody in the cast I felt were very dedicated to what they were doing. So, in spite of how ridiculous the material they're given, they were they put their all into it, and I feel that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
their enthusiasm.
Not knowing that, because that comes back to that question of you can't tell if it's being like going too silly on purpose, and they know it's too silly. I think it's because the commitment of those actors to the dumbest bits, especially Thomas Dolby, they gave him the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
to do.
it's like I appreciate the professionalism of everybody involved.
True.
That's a
went
nice
for it.
comment. I was waiting for the butt.
But
It doesn't matter because
and
the rapping was so.
Oh, Rapula.
No, I just meant the rapping of the actual movie around their performances was piss poor.
And also, like, going back to the vampires, like, they neutered the vampires and stopped making the vampires because the rules didn't apply to anything.
They go out in daylight. Crosses don't affect them. He said he cooks with garlic.
Yeah.
Is there
And
other stuff?
there's no, like, bloodlust or anything like that.
Yeah, he doesn't even drink
they
from
never
humans.
feed, do they?
They literally get, like, milkman donations from the Red Cross.
Yeah, that's all they get.
They have fangs, and that's about it.
So,
Well, they can turn into a fat little bat that farts.
See, that should answer all your questions. The minute he turns into the fat little bat creature, that's the tone of the movie.
It just
in
walks
a
and
shot.
farts and walks and farts.
He farts all the time as the bat.
Which is why I don't think that they can be as subtle and as nuanced as they. So that means the homeless camp music montage was not on purpose.
but there was parts of it that were purposefully silly and stupid, like the ads for the funeral home.
Yeah.
Those were actually really
Stanley's
well done.
Death Park.
Those were really well done. It reminded me
That's
of like Verhoeven or something.
Yeah, the goofy kind of parody.
And that I feel that was very intentional, and it actually worked. But everything else, not everything. Like there were certain parts that did work, but for the most part, they was just stupid.
It's it's a movie like Troll 2 almost, right? Where you're just there are moments, and that's why you say, how did this get made? And that's a great podcast. But like they probably covered this, I would guess, because it's so perfect for that question, like how do you keep going? Like if you saw the dailies on something like this, how do you come back to work the next day?
I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be vulnerable right now. I thought the soundtrack kind of slapped.
There were great songs in there.
So that's how I imagine it gets made.
It was half and half for me.
Yeah.
For the soundtrack.
Oh, definitely not all of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you say the soundtrack slapped, I'm like,
There was like
I was
4
like,
or
there
5
was, like,
songs
some
that I
good
was into.
songs in
I was
there.
like, hold the phone. The power ballad was good.
Yeah.
The adult contemporary one where they're like when they kind of broken up and they're kind of walking the streets by themselves, that breakup song, I guess. But the rap one,
Well, the rap was terrible.
and the introduction to Rockula's first performance, where he just literally sings his whole life story.
Speaks it.
That's not good. I disagree about Rapula. I love Rapula.
It was painful to watch.
The only part of that was painful for me was seeing Bo Diddley in that costume.
They had him in spandex.
It felt like elder abuse.
This poor man should be respected more.
But then I thought, I think he's having fun, and I
as
got
long as
over
he's
it.
having
But
a
it was
good time.
barely there.
Like if he was having like I said, like you say he was having fun. Look like
Maybe.
it.
I hope so.
No,
if
but like
not,
even if he wasn't, it didn't show on screen that he
Right.
wasn't having fun
he
because
seemed to be having a good
because
time.
they're all professionals.
Yeah, and they all look like fun people.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people who made this movie, I would think that it's probably a pretty fun group. You know, get real, right? Tony Basil.
What about
Bo Diddley?
Tony Basil's song,
That was fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's
"The
best
Night
part of
That
the
Is
movie.
Your Friend."
I love that whole bit of the movie. That part of the movie
Her
for
whole
me
dancing song number.
I mean,
justifies the movie existing.
I think it was a better song because of her,
Yeah, her dance is so
because
good.
of how she sang it and the performance around it.
Right.
So a lot of these the actors in this movie are elevating the material.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But for material that was so far down.
They're giving it a big hand
Yeah.
up. Well, still that dance number. I've seen this movie before, and
Yeah, we watched it not
Yeah.
that long ago, and I must have fallen asleep during most of it because this was all basically fresh to me.
yeah, no, that was kind of surprised you picked it at first, but then I'm glad you did because the first time we watched it, I was kind of like, and I watched it. Like you said, you fell asleep, so I watched this kind of alone, and like I finished it. So that says something. And then the little farting bat guy, remember the minute he came back on screen, I'm like, this movie is kind of special in a really weird, like, that's again the way like Troll 2 is special.
Okay, so Mona's in a band,
Mona's in the band.
and what's the name? Tony? Is that his name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Sorry,
yeah.
I don't know
He's
why
our
I thought Tony.
vampire.
He meets her, and to meet to get the relationship going, he starts his own band, right?
Yeah.
And invites her to come see him.
Yeah. That's a very elaborate scheme to meet somebody.
Does it feel like High School Musical-esque in moments like that? Like
The whole
In a way.
montage where they
Yeah.
were working on their music.
There's a couple of moments in this that feel very like when you see High School Musical, specifically, you know, the way Zac Efron's character and Vanessa Hudgens, how they kind of, I know a lot about High School
You
Musical.
really do, I guess.
And I've only seen it like once, but it made an impression.
That's enough times
Except for
a grown
riff
man.
tracks. I watched it with riff tracks.
Oh,
the
that's
second
right.
time.
We did watch it a second time.
That's why it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So those two, though, you know, it was very much that vibe. So I felt like I was way too old to be watching this movie, is what I'm saying.
Really?
Well, not now. As a fan of
You're talking
weird
about High School
canon
Musical or
movies,
this one?
either one.
Okay.
This movie feels to me like it's aimed at the same audience that High School Musical.
Yes,
is
and
aimed
that's
at.
the problem with this movie.
Yeah.
We don't know who it's for.
Well, it's for kids. It's not for us.
So.
It is. I think so. There's no major. There's
to me,
no
it's like 13
racy content,
to 16.
Yeah, but I don't think these people would appeal to teenagers.
You mean the cast?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
in the story
at the
itself,
time,
too.
he was actually he was not like this unknown. Dean Cameron was kind of a big deal because of Summer School was a pretty big hit, and he was getting a lot of work. So like he was kind of a draw, not like, you know, Michael J. Fox was a draw, but like how Richard Grieco was a draw.
Grieco.
You know what I mean? There was that moment where Grieco was kind of hot. It was brief. But Dean Cameron had his Richard Grieco moment, and then he just kept working, but he quietly in hidden projects.
So he starts the band, and they meet up. And what is the timeline of this movie? Like, how fast did
Days.
like he formed
He
a
had
band.
2 weeks.
Okay.
To save her.
And again, it's very kiddie, like kid movie stuff where they form a band and get booked right away.
Yep.
Yeah, everything kind of just works out.
And once they start, they meet Mona and Ralph, they start a relationship, and the threat is that the funeral guy, what's his name?
Stanley.
Stanley,
gets jealous, and it turns out that's what Ralph needs to save Mona from because of
he's going to end up dressed like a pirate.
The jealousy.
Yeah, and I think Stanley is also being reborn, like Mona is.
They didn't explicitly say that, but I had that same thought. I wondered if
because he acts like he recognizes him in a way.
Right.
Stanley
Like,
does.
did he show up in the flashbacks?
There was a pirate, but it wasn't played by Thomas Dolby.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did they really show his face
But it,
then?
yeah,
Because that answers the question. Then.
they
So
showed
different
side-
actor.
Yeah, it was a different actor.
Then maybe they didn't intend that.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no. But then
Okay.
again, it's canon. They could have just had a stand-in for Thomas Dolby.
Right. They're not clear about how Ralph becomes a vampire or how his mother became a vampire. None of that is discussed at all. So you don't get any. The only backstory you get is surrounding this. Every 22 years, Mona comes back and he has to try to save her.
I'm the same age as Tony Basil was when she made this movie.
Could you do any of those moves?
I could do like one of them and at half the speed.
Could you sing "The Night That Is Your Friend"?
She's so good. She's so talented. And I can't believe I'm that age. And I feel like I've just really not taken good care of my body after watching that.
Well, it's not fair to compare yourself to
Dancing
Tony
is
Basil.
maybe the best exercise in the world. I'm learning.
She's still doing it to this day, actually.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you just look at videos of her, she's still like popping and locking and stuff like that.
So cool.
And she's still facially, she still looks the same.
Really?
It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Do you think the dancing's just keeping her young? I got to dance every day now.
Do it like no one's watching.
I will. I do my little squats.
But be careful though.
Yeah.
You can get too enthusiastic and try drop into a split and
And then
split
myself
something.
in
Yeah.
half. Yeah.
No dead drops or anything like that. All right.
Tear my perineum. Blame Tony Basil.
It's your fault, Basil.
And Tony Basil, her character, turns out that she's kind of manipulating Stanley into killing Mona because she wants Ralph all to herself because they've been together for so long.
And also, like,
She plays this character, Madame Benoit, the fortune teller.
Again, Benoit.
you thinking Benoit balls?
Yeah. So
What else would you think?
That makes me wonder, like, can this be? Are they just being slick? If they're
You think it was thrown in there, like, for the parents who would bring their teenagers to see it? A little wink, nudge, nudge, sex joke. I don't know if the average
and speaking of
moviegoer
sex
in the 90s
jokes,
knew that it had been
our
all
first
balls.
introduction to one of the first introductions we get to of Tony Basil's character, she's in a tub.
Oh yeah,
And she has a paramour in there, and he's basically eating her out.
Yeah.
did they insinuate that? I didn't notice that.
Well, yeah, because he was covered
underwater.
in bubbles and soap.
And
so
he's
clearly
talking,
he had
he's
been
talking
under.
about, I'm following the trail of gold or something.
Because he's a little person. That's like a leprechaun thing.
No, I thought it was like I don't know. Was he a little person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in
a tub,
He's
so I couldn't tell.
pretty famous.
You'd recognize his face.
Yeah. But yeah, again, can they maybe it went over the heads of the teenagers that they were supposedly aiming this movie toward,
Yeah.
but it's a pretty obvious like a cunnilingus joke.
For some reason, it missed me, and I'm not innocent, baby, but it missed me somehow. I think it's all the bubbles and being too excited about seeing a little person that I forgot.
Like that.
And
I
also,
can't turn it off.
it kind of like disturbed me that she's getting eaten out, and she said she like waves Ralph in to help her open a bottle of champagne.
That's inappropriate.
It's like, I know that they're centuries old vampires.
I don't think they have good boundaries.
Exactly. But it just kind of grossed me out that she's letting her son see this.
It would have been great if they had turned up in What We Do in the Shadows when they had the vampire council. They could have had Rockula and his mom.
Aw,
The deep cut.
Real deep cut.
only for us.
They should put them with Grace Jones, Vamp, and they it's like the kids' table, and then all the big vampires are over there, and all the '80s weirdy vampires are over here. Jerry Dandridge is kind of just floating around. He's friends with everybody.
And can we talk about the reflection that he talks to all the time?
Yes.
That was very confusing.
It's his reflection is like independent of him.
And he has one, which is
I know,
weird to begin with.
But I thought it was something in his mind.
Because his mom doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she asked him, like, because Tony Bates is about to go on a date, and Ralph is like, how do you do your makeup? Because
Yeah.
obviously she can't see in the mirror. She's
Right.
like, just with practice. But he has a reflection, and they have conversations and interact with each other. But I thought it was like one of the things in his mind or something.
It had to be, right?
But
It comes into the world at the
Yeah.
end as Elvis.
But does everybody see both of them?
Well, it looked like Elvis was putting on a show at the Club Hell.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, when he's on stage as Elvis, you don't see regular old Ralph anymore anywhere, right?
Well, he had left
yeah,
already.
they drove off into the sunset together.
Yeah. So whatever's happening is a horrible fever dream for everyone
Yeah.
involved.
I don't know.
And there are times in the reflection in the mirror world, I guess, that there's other people in there. He has a
Yeah.
woman in there at one point.
I think it's a whole nother world.
That was so.
But
confu-
Was that for the Rockula
But
shared
that
The
universe
reflection
eventually?
is tied to where Ralph
Yeah,
is.
but that was-
Because
Yeah.
that was never really conveyed
that's
to us.
this is getting like time travel confusing.
We should watch this and Rockadoodle back to back and see which one's better.
Okay.
And why only Ralph? I mean, maybe Mona does have a reflection that talks to her, and we never see it.
Maybe.
But
She said she didn't have
yeah.
a reflection, so I'm gonna believe her
Yeah.
and think that Ralph is special, I guess.
It was like Black Swan.
That's confusing. That shit's confusing. Yeah. So where were we? Mom's been manipulating to get Stanley to dress up like a pirate and kill Mona. And meanwhile, Rockula is exploding in popularity.
Yeah.
So much that Rapula happens, which was terrible. Just terrible.
Rapula was
the costumes,
so good.
especially, were very egregious.
If you eagle-eyed viewers will recognize the bartender as the woman scratching records.
Yeah, you might not notice it, but
Or Bo Diddley in a giant bumblebee costume.
you can thank Freddy for pointing that out,
Yeah.
even though it was obvious.
And the dirty urchin children are up there.
Yep. But they're
From
not dirty
the encampment.
anymore.
They're cleaned up.
But they're not on for not the Rapula section,
Yeah, I think they're up there.
are they?
I'm pretty sure they are.
I thought they
think
showed
they're
up
in
at
all
the end.
I think they're in all the big numbers somewhere. Because there's a lot of people on stage for Rapula, aren't there? Aren't there like a whole
Yeah.
fucking posse?
And
Am I saying that right?
yeah.
Posse. Rapula's posse.
So the first musical performance for Rockula,
Yeah.
like we said, he just basically tells his life story.
But nobody believes him, of course.
But
He's
people
talking about being a
people
vampire.
in the audience are eating this up.
Do you remember any of the lyrics?
But he was like, basically, it's like, telling about Mona, the love story, and the fact that he likes garlic.
Yeah. He cooks with it.
Yeah. And he gets blood deliveries. So he's telling us what we saw on screen, basically.
So basically,
But-
you're getting a song that is also exposition for everything.
So, but again, these professionals in the audience, it looked like they really enjoyed it.
They did. They had a great time.
Oh, he might be the DJ, but I'm the vampire. That's one of the lyrics.
That was from
That's
Rapula.
From Rapula.
Yeah. Because I remember that.
Yep.
I'm the vampire.
And he
what he kept
has like
saying.
one of those big Flavor Flav
Yeah.
chains,
yeah.
I think, and the
What is-
sideways hat.
What was on his big? He had a medallion, but was it like a vampire
I
specific
think something
medallion?
like that.
Yeah.
But
Was there
it's
like a
like-
cross on there? Probably.
I didn't look.
And he's in spandex,
Yeah.
which is so rapish. I guess I was like kind of DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Run
Yeah.
DMC sometimes would wear that
Yeah.
shit too.
Do you remember what Vanilla Ice would wear? All
Yeah.
those, like,
LL
bicycle
Cool J wore
shorts?
some spandex
yeah.
looking stuff.
It used to be cool. It's not
Rap used to
anymore.
be incredibly gentle. If you go back and watch Rappin', another canon film with Mario Van Peebles, voiced by Ice-T, very gentle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very
Like
gentle.
it's like parents don't understand.
Even
Nightmare on
gentler.
My Street.
Even gentler,
Yeah.
because the attack, like I think some people who would listen to like Canon's version of rap, Canon Films version of rap, would then hear like Fresh Prince, and they would think that's too aggressive. He hits too many letters too hard. They feel unsafe.
So the big finale is at the their Halloween show,
Yeah.
and Stanley comes to cryogenically freeze Mona instead of actually killing her.
Because actually, Stanley's Death Park has some cool fucking coffins.
The coin operated one that would
Spit out flowers
Yeah.
for you, or one that will cryogenically freeze you.
Was it weird to have, we had, like we said at the beginning of the show, we had just been through the commerce side of the funerary business, whatever. And then you see Stanley.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a kismet.
Yeah.
It was like it was the theme of my week.
It was hitting right. It was made, those scenes were made for you, just for you,
Yeah.
where you were at emotionally.
Yeah.
So they have a fight, Stanley and Ralph, and Stanley gets the upper hand at one point, but Ralph's big move is to turn himself into this squat little bat creature.
The fat bat.
From earlier.
And the first time I saw it, I said, "Oh my god!"
I did too.
I was watching the movie by myself. I audibly said, "Oh my god!"
I did too. Amy was asleep by then, I think, and I was like,
Yeah.
But it was just
I woke you
so hideous.
It's grotesque.
It's
Yeah.
ugly.
it's kind of cute.
It's very grotesque.
No, from the back.
You got a big dumper.
But when you see his face, it's him in like a bat makeup, but he's this tiny little squat, fat little bat with these big ass wings and big ass ears. But he's like 2 feet tall, and he's
Still wearing his boxer shorts.
yes.
Yeah, the boxers are the best part.
and
That
and
the
he's
farting.
walking towards Stanley, and he's farting.
Every time he lays a foot on the ground,
Yeah.
he farts. He's built like Roger from American Dad.
Yeah.
But even squatter than that.
Yeah.
Like, if he was put into like those car crusher things.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
But it was just so hideous. I'm sorry.
No, it was.
It's supposed to be pretty
Don't
hideous.
apologize. The movie should apologize.
I wish it had flown like that.
It
Probably
can't.
cost too much.
It's too fast.
Yeah, he's too fat to fly.
Those wings can't support that little body.
I love him.
That little fat little body.
I'd buy a plush
Oh, God.
of a Rockula farting bat.
And I would never come to your house ever again.
I would have that hard plastic, like the face that really does look exactly like him. But then the rest of it would be plush.
But the first time he shows Mona his bat form because she doesn't believe that he's a vampire. And I
And
guess
he wants to tell her everything
Yeah.
too. So he, even though he knows he turns into a disgusting farting little guy, he does
This is
it
the
anyway.
way to prove it.
Yeah, because he loves her.
and she's not turned off by it, I guess.
Well, at first
That's
she
true
does,
love, baby.
Doesn't she kind of run away at first?
No,
The
she's
first
like,
time.
she's kind of like ew. But
Yeah, she bails on him the
Yeah.
first time.
Does
She
she?
doesn't
Okay.
accept him until later, right? Am I remembering this right? Because I think he's like, and she can't take it. He comes out at her full force with this thing.
I do think she runs away that
And she
first
runs
time.
away.
I guess
yeah.
I guess I didn't see anything beyond the fat bat.
You blacked
Path to true
out.
love.
I woke up and the movie was over. I was like, oh.
Thank God.
The drugs worked. Oh man.
So he saves her this time, and they're gonna be together forever. Except she's a person and he's a vampire. Is he gonna make her a vampire?
Probably.
So they can live forever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I guess when you have somebody to love to spend eternity with, it's okay.
it's okay then.
Does the mom find love? I can't remember. She end up with somebody at the end.
She was dancing her little heart out to United State of Beat.
Yeah.
I love the names of the songs.
Like her diction wasn't clear at first because I thought she was saying United States of beef. No,
That too.
Listen to if you watch the movie and listen to the song, it sounds like she's saying beef.
beef.
We had subtitles on, so I
We didn't miss a thing.
didn't miss a gosh darn thing. United State of Beat.
So
Silly.
has she been setting up all of the reincarnations of Mona to be killed?
The mom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wonder.
maybe. I think that's kind of the implication that he was never successful is because his mom would always set it up.
That sounds pretty unforgivable.
Yeah, but he forgives her, I think.
Oh, those poor Monas throughout history.
Yeah. They died on Halloween at 22 years
Mona.
old.
It's tragic when you say it that way.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So that's Rockula. Happy ending.
Such an interesting film to
It is a goofy
put
ass
like
movie.
polite terms.
We're going to be back next week with the last canon films for this series, at least.
Yeah.
Esther's pick, Firewalker, with Chuck Norris and Louis Goss Jr.
Cannot wait.
You've seen this, but I don't know if you remember.
I don't know if did I fall asleep during it like I like to do?
Probably. So this would be a fresh viewing, notepad in hand,
Yeah.
looking for all the nuanced performances.
I want all of the subtlety.
Does nuance and subtlety exist in the canon universe?
No, nowhere in it.
I kind of
Nowhere.
love them for that.
I do too. They're
It kind of
Something
when I
else.
see the little logo pop up
Yeah.
or their name there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
see. I want to feel that
Shut
way
brain off.
about Asylum and
Yeah.
them, but I can't bring myself to feel the same way.
Well, we're throwing around, tossing around an idea of like another project involving canon, and after seeing this movie, it's making me reconsider.
I was wondering. Yeah, this is typical of canon. So you got to learn to love the weird,
The weird and strange.
weird dragging part of it.
It's like there's a lot of overlap in my heart, in my head, with trauma.
Yeah,
Very similar kind of thought processes go into their movie choices.
I agree. I think they're very similar companies.
But these are actually like decently made movies.
People cared.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
the Golden Globus they did care a lot about what they were doing.
Somebody sent their kids to college off what they made
Yeah,
on that movie.
yeah.
Like a lot of work went into this movie. Like with the musical numbers and like the big crowd scenes.
Yeah,
So I appreciate that part of it too.
Yeah.
That
They're willing to
is-
make a spectacle.
Yes. That there is like effort and to a certain extent passion put into all these projects.
Right.
So
Right.
right.
Not-
Joe.
although the movie was awful, it is interesting to watch. And I
Yeah.
don't regret watching it
Yeah,
because it was like,
That's good.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
That fat little bat is farting. Wow.
So do we want to talk about the old algorithm?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think there's much more to say about Rockula. We never got a Rockula 2, so
Done then.
yeah.
All right, Freddie Morris, what's been percolating in your algorithm?
I finally saw Death at a Funeral, which is an old movie. Have you seen this, Andy? Frank Oz movie. It's from 2007. It's got Peter Dinklage in it and the guy from Succession who played, I can't remember, Tom, I guess. Anyways, I've always
Alan
heard
Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk's in it, yeah, all kinds of people. But and I'd heard for years it's like one of the funniest movies ever made. I didn't like laugh, I didn't lull. You know how like we were talking about the bear before we were recording, and it's like that where there are these funny moments. And there's one that's a duty, like a poop joke thing that is real gross.
It's like elevated comedy.
Maybe there's some
Like
shit in
elevated
it,
horror?
actual human shit. It's pretty good. They remade it with Neil LaBute remade it with Chris Rock and brought Peter Dinklage back, I think, to play the same character. But I just felt like it was a movie everybody
Sounds
talks
like
about.
you said it like this. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Now, what made
It should have been better. What everybody built it up too much for me.
what made you want to watch this? Because it just seems like a weird choice to pull out of your ass.
Yeah.
I've been watching comedies lately, and I was looking for what people consider to be like the best comedies, and that was one of them. And then I watched Alan Partridge, which was not disappointing. That's from 2014 with Steve Coogan, That movie's really, really funny. But yeah, Death at a Funeral, maybe.
These both British movies? Alan Partridge and Death at a Funeral?
Yeah, they are. No, you didn't mention it.
What's with your British thing?
Probably my algorithm was thrown off by watching Father Ted and like binging it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think what's happened is stuff is bubbling up to the top. That is probably.
But you actively
There's your problem.
like looked out. You like looked for comedies, right?
Yeah.
So that's not really the algorithm, is it?
No, but the thing about the algorithm is when you search for comedies, and if you have your algorithm already going for you, it's going to pull up comedies that are more like the last one you watched. Like I feed a lot of info into IMDb. Like I rate a lot of shit. Like anytime I watch anything. So like when I pull up lists or whatever, it seems to that, or maybe it's just a coincidence. I'm totally wrong, but I think that's how the algorithm is working.
You're just maybe in a British mood.
It could be. But yeah, like you're saying, I'm searching out like lists sometimes that don't necessarily all have English stuff on them. So that is weird that like maybe it's a coincidence and the world's just small.
I think so.
That's probably more it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very different. Alan Partridge and Death at a Funeral, way different.
What's Alan
movies.
Partridge about?
He's a talk show host. There was a TV series called I'm Alan Partridge. I've never watched it. I've never seen any of the Alan Partridge stuff. So I came in this movie, which is a movie based on a TV show. You don't need to see the TV show. He's working at a small radio station that's getting taken over by a big one. And Cole Meany's in it, who was Miles O'Brien on Star Trek.
Miles O'Brien.
He gets fired because Alan Partridge basically sells him down the river, and he ends up taking everyone hostage. Cole Meany does, and the comedy is a lot of the hostage negotiation stuff. And Steve Coogan, who I love, I saw him in I think it's called Dr. Terrible's House of Horrible, which is a parody of like old anthology TV shows. That's really, really funny. But I was a fan of his from that. And then watching this, it's really like loud. It is laugh out loud funny. I highly recommend it. But yeah, Death at a Funeral is Frank Oz, who, directed Inside Out, and he was Yoda. So if you're a Frank Oz fan, you're a completist, that's another reason to watch that. It is a good movie. It's just not like, oh, I can't want to piss my pants. I can't stop laughing.
Oh no, my guts, they're busted.
That's what people were saying. They're like, I laughed, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe.
That's why it's like when I say like elevator comedy, it's kind of like something you see on PBS or something NPR recommends you.
This is definitely not that.
Is it something that you go, oh?
Yes,
No.
how amusing, how droll.
This has more in common with like Farrelly Brothers than that.
Talking about Alan Partridge, right?
No, I'm talking about Death at a Funeral.
Oh, really?
That's the
Okay.
one that had the big poop scene.
Oh,
in
okay.
it. It has a lot
Was
of
that laugh out loud?
physical comedy. No, that's what I was just saying. That
The
one,
poop didn't even
the poop,
make you.
No, the poop scene made me laugh,
Thank
but then
you.
it went too far.
Oh, then it went too
And
far.
then I started gagging for real.
Okay.
So it's so gross, but it is really. If you like poop humor, there's an excellent shit scene in this for people who love shit humor. In Death at a Funeral, Alan Partridge, no poop humor that I remember.
Poop humor,
There's nudity, comical nudity.
male.
If that's your thing,
or female?
Male.
Oh.
Yep.
I love when equity strikes.
It's a funny ass scene
Nudity
too.
in movies.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. We should watch it. I think you'd like it, Amy. It's really funny.
Yeah.
You need to laugh sometimes.
No.
You gotta have a good hard laugh.
It's gonna go on the pile of things that you tell Amy to watch. That we never do.
Never watch anything I recommend.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding. You do whenever
Well,
you have to.
here's the problem, Freddy. You
Yeah.
recommend a lot of things.
I do.
A lot.
I do.
Freddie wants to bring so much joy into our lives. It's like, can you fucking not?
You just gotta forget the last thing I recommend and move the very last thing I recommend. The one before that,
You
delete
have
it.
forgotten you even
I
recommended
don't. I won't remember I saw it even.
Yeah.
Whatever the last thing I loved, I've forgotten. So it's all about the flavor of the week, baby.
Yep.
And my flavors of the week are old things, 10 years and more, but they're new to me. You got any algorithm stuff?
Yeah. War of the Worlds update. I am reading it still. I'm about 56% of the way. It's a bit of a slog. You guys.
Like how so?
It's a little bit like,
Is the story not progressing or anything like that?
I mean, it's just a little like, then the Martians went here and they did this, and then the Martians were here, and then we went here, and then we went there. It's like, okay, but can like something happen?
No
other than-
beeline.
I need something else going on than just running from the Martians.
You need like Roger and Grogu to have a side story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to finish it?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
Because you have to.
I feel like I have to now. I mean, there's sometimes when I'm in a groove with it where I'm like, okay, all right, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
I've never been.
I'm
able
learning
to
a
even
lot of-
start that one.
I'm learning a lot of names of little towns in the English countryside.
That's cool.
I guess so that's fun.
I started reading The Invisible Man once. That's H.G. Wells too.
Yeah,
It's also very dull.
yeah.
I had to stop, or it was going to end me. I was going to be asleep all the time.
Is he just a dull writer?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe it just
great
doesn't-
concepts, just good
Well, yeah,
concepts.
and I mean foundational to so much of our literature, science fiction literature. But it's also like tastes
writing.
change, times change, and it can be difficult to adapt. Unfortunately, totes unfortunate. But in addition to that, I'm still in this science fiction mood, so I decided to throw on last night It Came from Outer Space, which is referenced in Science Fiction Double Feature from Rocky Horror.
And is a really good movie.
Turns out, really fun movie. It's about this astronomer dude, and he's hanging out with his lady friend, and they see something like a meteor or what they don't know what it is hit the Earth, and so they go and check it out, and he sees a motherfucking spaceship, but she's like, "Did you though?" And he's like, "I did." And she's like, "Well, then tell the press about it." And then everybody makes fun of him until the Martians emerge from the spaceship and start fucking shit up.
It's you recognize, like, I watched this with Amy, and like after watching a lot of cheap old sci-fi movies, and then you see this one, it's Universal, and it's the guy that directed Creature from the Black Lagoon, and it looks so good
Yeah.
compared to like a lot of this other stuff that was out then. Looks almost like, when people want to make a movie now look like a golden age movie, it's that good.
It's from 1953. And they even did it in 3D. It was in 3D too. So like the Martians have this big eyeball that kind of sticks out from their big weird bodies that look like mostly forehead. I'm doing this motion, listener, that you can't
Like she's shooting a
see.
basketball,
Like I'm shooting a basketball somewhat.
but it's big.
But
eye.
my hand, which would be holding the basketball, is the big eye. Yeah, it came
Cool
from outer
alien.
space. I recommend it.
It had Jerry curl too.
Had a little bit of hair,
Yeah,
big old forehead.
looked like Grimace kind of, but if Grimace had a Jerry curl and a giant eyeball in the middle of his head.
I don't think they had Jerry curl back then, do they?
It's the only way I know how to describe that particular kind of hairstyle.
Just tight curls.
Like Roman Reigns.
Or were they wet? Because
Yeah, 'cause
that's what I
he's-
think of when I think of Jerry curl.
Aren't they near the beach? No, I don't know. Jerry
No, they're
curl's
in the
always a little wet. It looked
Desert.
wet. The hair did look a little wet to me.
Did it now?
I don't know. They may have spritzed it. They might have spritzed the alien.
Now, I also finished Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2 and the reunion. I didn't figure you guys would want to hear about that. But Shayna would want to know about that. And Shayna and I are going to talk about it next time I see her.
So it's
Because
like
Mom
a
Talk did survive this.
parallel universe Housewives.
Yes.
Like the reunion thing was real strange. I asked you, I was like, is this Bravo?
Bravo, fucking bravo.
It wishes.
Yeah, it's Bravo Light.
Andy Cohen, what have you done to us?
I know, right?
There's more than
The housewives of
one
vacation of everything. They've done it to the Mormons twice now. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. These bitches, the only thing I want to say is they're all fighting with each other. But if you asked me, why are they fighting with each other? I could not explain it. And I've watched every episode. So these bitches, I don't get it. But whatever. Andy.
Well, it seems Mormons are a very insular community, so they can't get away from each other, right?
I guess.
Yeah, well, also within that,
They're not very good Mormons.
They've got their own like cult, basically. Mom Talk.
Mom Talk.
which they would say is not anything like a cult, but it seems to keep becoming one slowly but surely.
Is it hard to tell them apart?
Yes.
I imagine they all have that middle part hair
Yes.
with the soft waves.
Yes.
You know, the Mar-a-Lago hair.
Yes, they do. And there's two of them that I have the worst time remembering which is which, Demi and Jesse. I have the worst time looking at their face, and I have to sit and think,
A lot of them look alike.
which one is that?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And the one has her hair salon, and she named it Jay-Z Styles.
With a Z?
Yes, Jay-Z Styles. Ma'am, you just named your hair salon Jizz Styles.
Well, also, why Jay-Z? Is that her name?
Her initials.
Yeah, so she's not like a rapper like Jay-Z.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all.
It must be boring to do the same haircut over and over again each day.
Yep. Just side, middle part and everybody.
Yep. With they're still doing ombre, aren't they?
No. No, it's all the same color now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway.
light highlights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. That's all I had.
Okay. So I watched the new Superman.
Oh, you went and saw it?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
Starring Cincinnati.
Yeah. I watched it I go movies by myself, which I love. And when it came on the screen, I clapped.
Yeah. Was there
That-
other
it was
people
such-
in the theater with you?
Yes, there were
Yeah.
many. But it's such a cheesy thing to do, but I had just such a visceral reaction to it. Like, yay!
Was it the Hall of Justice?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this.
I've seen some of the footage somebody posted online. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
like
it's
it really
very
looks
prominently
like it.
displayed.
Yeah.
And
didn't change
especially
the
the,
inside.
interiors. There was like a big scene in that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's us.
We got to go, Amy.
It's our Cincinnati Museum
Stay up.
Center.
Let's go tonight.
But
Okay. I was trying to be spontaneous.
aside from seeing Cincinnati on screen, yay. I feel like such a rube. It's like,
No.
our city's on
I
the
would-
big screen.
I do the same thing, and I don't consider myself.
Anyone time someone says Cincinnati, Amy
Enthusiastic.
gets excited.
I do. I go Cincinnati.
If I'm watching something and they say the word Cincinnati,
Yeah.
I'll pause it and I'll call Amy into the room and be like, "You need to see this," and they'll be like, "Cincinnati," and
just
she'll be
feels
like, "Thank
good.
you."
To see our city. It's weird to have such loyalty to this place.
I
like
know. We're
it's
such
like
dorks.
bordering on like cultish patriotism or anything, something like that. But it's nice to see like our city because I like our city.
Me too.
Like where
I
we
love
live.
our city. Yeah.
To see our big. But aside from that, it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I haven't read the comics, so I don't know how. Superman is supposed to be on the big screen. But in my mind, Superman is like all American, cheesy, good, like black and white stuff, where it's like good and evil world. Like it's not like that brooding Snyderverse stuff.
Right. Same with me.
Yeah, that's what I want to see on big screen, and this is what it gave us.
Yeah.
It's very like Christopher Reeve 80s
Yeah.
bright. Is very bright. I love how it looks. Maybe I'm reacting to the Snyderverse Superman stuff where it's like all washed out.
Well, yeah. I think there's a whole lot of us that feel like a strong reaction to go the other way.
Yeah, and this is a complete 180 from the Snyderverse. Maybe it's a little too cheesy and cheery.
Yeah. I'd rather them go that
Yes,
way.
it
than-
is, but like
yeah.
sometimes he comes across as a little too Ned Flanders as a superhero. Like gosh darn G Willikers type
Yeah.
stuff. But to me, that's maybe what Superman is supposed to be.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Like it's about a perfect character, really.
Yeah, you're not supposed to relate to him. He's like a something to aspire to. You're not. We don't need his pain about being a superhero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want from Superman, at least.
I want to feel good when I leave the
Yeah.
movie theater. Yeah.
And it is like a yes cheer,
Yeah.
like a hoorah type movie. But it was a little too on the nose about I've heard like criticisms about it's too woke and they're trying to make a point, and I can see that.
Yeah.
We got woke Superman over here.
No, I can see the ammo that they're giving to the idiots that dismiss this movie for those reasons. It's a little very. But here's the thing: this movie was filmed like a while ago, like a year
Last
at least.
year.
Yeah. So it is so weirdly parallels what's going on.
Oh, really?
What's in the world right now, specifically with like the camps and stuff like that.
Yeah, immigration.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just weird how it like mirrors what's going on in the world.
I don't think that's an accident.
Yeah, but like I didn't expect to see detention camps in a Superman movie made like a year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that kind of took away from the movie to see so much real world stuff reflect if it was intentional or not.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Lex Luthor is very, very Elon-esque.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And there's this a lot of other stories that's parallel with like Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Gaza and Palestine.
Wow.
It's kind. It's kind of maybe I'm just projecting, but it's kind of hard not to draw those parallels.
Right.
You know.
I'm
But
for it, man.
yeah.
That's what
it
sci-fi storytelling
it definitely
is for.
aligns with what I feel.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not necessarily an escape.
That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering. Were you disappointed because you were coming to a superhero movie, which is just supposed to be popcorn escape?
It's not the fault of the movie.
Right.
It's the fault of the world that we're living in.
Well,
Oh,
that's true.
you're saying that you think that they shot these scenes not thinking they would play as sad as they do?
Yeah, and
as real.
Yeah, as real as it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just weird how the world just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why they say art imitates life.
Yeah.
And
That
vice
James
versa.
Gunn, maybe he's got like a little
And so,
abilities. Maybe he's got
Telepathetic.
and it is
Whatever.
very, very James
ESP.
Gunn. You know,
not ESP.
it's
fortune
very
telling.
his style. This movie, it's basically Guardians,
Yeah.
but Superman,
Yeah.
Which is fine.
which is a good thing. But at the same time, he's so boxed into that style that it's kind of like hard to compare. Like it's like because you constantly think of other movies
That
like,
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What? It's like AC/DC. Every
Uh-huh.
album sounds exactly
Yeah.
the same. But if you like AC/DC, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of that way with James Gunn. Is like, yeah, I see. Because when I watched Peacemaker, I felt like, oh, these are a lot of the same beats he hits.
Yeah, at some
in
point it
Guardians.
kind of gets repetitive the way
Yeah.
he does.
When you see the formula
Mm-hmm.
moments, yeah, I get that. Like where you got to step back and be like, oh, he's kind of repeating himself
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
I mean, like it's fine for a director to have his style, like a lot of directors do, like Quentin Tarantino, Wes Anderson, and a lot of other directors. They all have that very specific style. But when you see it over and over again, for me at least, it gets kind of. That's why I haven't seen a lot of Wes Anderson's later stuff because it's just kind of like okay, you know.
It feels the same thing.
Yeah,
right.
but I definitely recommend, if only for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the new Superman, David Corn Sweat. Yay.
His name is David Cornsweat.
Corin Sweat.
Corin.
Corin Sweat.
It's not corn. It's Coren.
All right. Corin
But
Sweat.
it's good to see.
I had no idea
Yeah.
who that. That's how out of touch I am.
No, he's kind of like an unknown actor.
Yeah.
Like, but only thing I've seen him in before this was Pearl.
I saw Pearl. Was he the guy who worked at the?
Yeah, he's a
porno theater?
projectionist.
Yeah. Okay.
And when I saw him, I was like, damn.
Good looking boy.
No, from Pearl, like he definitely for me is a lot better looking in Pearl.
Right.
But like when you see him on screen, like especially when I saw him in Pearl, I was like, wow, that's a movie star.
Yeah, he's really good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell right away. Yeah, I remember him I've only seen Pearl once.
Yeah.
He stands out. Yeah.
But like I like his approach to it. The corn-fed hillbilly, not hillbilly, all American boy stuff.
Yeah.
That's what Superman is, and he plays that very well.
Have you watched read Red Sun? Do you know about that? That's where it's a what if story where if Superman's space capsule had landed in Russia instead of America.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I love the concept. I'm kind of curious what they were going to do with it.
And also, there's a Superman dog. How awesome is that?
Oh yeah, Super Dog.
Crypto.
Man. Crypto. I love that. I love that character.
Can Crypto explain cryptocurrency to me?
That's actually his whole plot.
Oh my god.
He sunk a lot of people's fortunes.
Oh shit.
He's so cute.
Yeah, but in a cute way.
He looks exactly like the comic book character too. Of course, you can do that with computers.
Computers nowadays.
Was it a real dog ever? Do you think?
I'm sure there at some points, but
You couldn't tell.
Yeah, but obviously the CGI stuff where he's flying, that's not going to be.
That's not real.
What
They didn't
are
make the
you
dog fly?
saying?
You'll believe a dog can fly.
It's like, but I do recommend it. But there's some reservations.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't have any reservations. I want Superman. I want it now. You want to go tonight?
Nope.
You want to go tomorrow?
Nope.
Wow.
I'll go see with you again. We'll work out a.
You want to go the day after that?
No.
Do you want to see it?
Stop
I
it.
don't know.
She's not going to see it. I'll see you with you again.
All right. I'll just go with Andy.
Okay, fine. I don't know. Maybe.
You used to love Superman.
Again, he's a media bully.
I just want to go to the movies with my wife.
Oh my god.
That's all.
You're a
Date night.
mess.
That's all. That's
You're
all
a
I'm asking
mess.
for. Is that too much?
Yes. Just kidding. It's not. I'm just messing with you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for keeping us current on this show. Because I'm like, I watched that movie from 1953. And you're like, hello, it is 2025.
I love the movies. I love going to the theater.
Yeah.
I always,
stuff.
I always bring food. Have like a little a time for myself.
I like it.
It's wunderbar.
Well, all right. So next week is Firewalker. So we'll have that for you. But at the end of every show, we always say hi to our Beelzebubs. Patreon.com/NOTLP if you're interested. Matt, Branan and Emily, Dr. Brian, Old Dirty Bill Sturd, Bill Fahrner, Blayne Yogurt, Jordache Jeans, Monica, Ernest, Dave, Paul, and Shayna Bobena. Mom Talk survived it. Okay, that's all I have.
Mom Talk lives.
Mom Talk lives.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed when his old buddy Leatherface put on Dawn of the Dead. And Igor made the nachos in a severed human head, and they enjoy the movie with their friends. David Kessler walks the streets of London.